Cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sun Devils offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Handoff from the gun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs...
He's loose on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Sun Devils are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play at bringing up 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Turning it on. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Little touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Pryor. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only does he fumble, he gets the first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They're working that left side. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete. Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. The throw. Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And the Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. And that... Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Grant behind the line. It's Russo. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. The world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect. Protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He'll pull it. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Harris. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, Dave.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they turning it on!
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Right back to the well. Sweet cut there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Finds a man on the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in the goal-to-goal situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up here.
Punts it out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they They get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hussein. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He turns it loose to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Fires left. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On the ground, it's Hart. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like
trying to get it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6.
Arizona State, 35. Texas Tech, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Now the pitch. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with his back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Hussein. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running behind that left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Grab near the marker. It's Mahoney. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Mahoney. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Pryor. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
Touchdown, Red Raider! A great catch and run for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Texas 16.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
He's loose. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. Found a seam. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Houston is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Got the quick pass. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give headed toward right tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Looking for room at the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Red Raiders look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Russo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Splits the uprights. Good.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he puts through the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching's...
Touchdown, Arizona State! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And they swarm him under.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hart. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases